Hello all, hope you are fine and doing well. Today, the topic of our discussion is Introduction to Microstrip Patch Antennas. Myself Ankon Bhattacharya, Assistant Professor, Department of EC, MIT Bishnupur. Introduction. The microstrip antenna, which is also commonly referred to as the patch antenna. Microstrip or patch antennas are becoming increasingly useful because they can be printed directly onto a circuit board. Microstrip antennas are becoming very widespread within the mobile phone market. Patch antennas are low cost, have low profile and are easily fabricated. This is also known as microstrip patch antenna. A microstrip antenna consists of a very thin metallic strip placed on a ground plane with a dielectric material in between. In the figure we can see that there is a metallic patch which is fed by a feeding wire, beyond which we have the ground plane, and the dimension of the patch is lambda by 2. The radiating element and the feed lines are placed by the process of photoetching on the dielectric material. The length of the metallic patch is lambda by 2. When the antenna is excited, the waves generated within the dielectric undergo reflections and the energy is radiated from the edges of the metal patch, which is very low. The patch antenna, microstrip transmission line and the ground plane are usually made of high conductivity metal, typically of copper. The patch is of length L, width W and sitting on the top of a substrate. There is some dielectric circuit board of thickness H with permittivity epsilon. The thickness of the ground plane or of the microstrip is of not critically important. Typically, the height H is much smaller than the wavelength of operation of the antenna. Now, the frequency of operation of the patch antenna is shown in the figure, which is determined by the length L. The center frequency can be approximately given as Fc is almost equal to C by 2L into root over epsilon r, that is equal to 1 by 2L whole root over epsilon 0 epsilon r into mu 0. The above equation says that the microstrip antenna should have a length equal to 1/2 of a wavelength within the dielectric substrate. Here epsilon represents the electrical permittivity and mu represents the permeability. Now this figure shows the S11 plot or the return loss of a patch antenna. If we assume that the substrate is air with a permittivity equal to 1 and that is L and W is equal to 1.5 meters, the patch antenna will resonate at 100 MHz. The height H is taken to be 3 cm. It is to be noted that the microstrips are usually made for higher frequencies so that they are much smaller in practice. Now, if the antenna is matched to a 200 ohm load, the magnitude of S11 will be as similar to that shown in the figure. Now, let's discuss some of the basic features of the patch antennas. First, the bandwidth of the patch antenna is very small. Rectangular patch antennas are notoriously narrowband, which is considered as a major disadvantage. The bandwidth of a rectangular microstrip antenna are typically 3%. Secondly, the microstrip antenna was designed to operate at 100 MHz, but it can be seen that it is found to resonate approximately at 96 MHz. This shift is due to the fringing fields around the antenna, which makes the patch seem longer. Hence, when designing a patch antenna, it is typically trimmed by 2 to 4% to achieve resonance at the desired frequency. Now let's observe the figure closely. The electric field is 0 at the center of the patch, maximum positive at one side, and it is minimum negative on the opposite side. It should here be mentioned that the minimum and the maximum continuously change side according to the instantaneous phase of the applied signal. The electric field does not stop abruptly at the patch's periphery as in a cavity. Rather, the fields extend the outer periphery to some degree. These field extensions are known as fringing fields and cause the patch to radiate. The radiation pattern of microstrip antennas. The radiation pattern of a patch or a microstrip antenna is broad. It has low radiation power with a narrow frequency bandwidth, which is considered as a major disadvantage. The radiation pattern of a microstrip patch antenna is similar to that shown in the figure. It has lesser directivity. To have a greater directivity, an array can be formed by using these patch antennas. These are known as array antennas. The various advantages of microstrip antennas are: it is lightweight, low cost, and ease of installation. The disadvantages are: it has inefficient radiation capabilities and narrow frequency bandwidth. The applications of microstrip antennas are: it can be used in mobile applications, in spacecraft applications, in aircraft applications, and most commonly in low profile antenna applications. These are the few references which we have consulted for preparing this video. Thanks for watching the video, and please don't forget to like and comment. Thank you so much.